Okay, now that you've had time to read some of the instructions in the course and to look at some of the assignments, you've probably made it to the stage where you've actually finished something and now need to know what to do with it so that someone can look at it and give you some helpful feedback. Now, the courses are built with hyperlinks right in them so that you're able to submit whatever file you've worked on, whether it's a Microsoft Word document, whatever it is you've created, you're able to submit that into me for marking. The way to do it is to look for the area that says, when you're ready to submit a summary, click here and hand it into the Dropbox. Now if you note, the summary writing area there has that blue font and the underlining, which means very likely a hyperlink, and the title of the activity here as well has the same thing. I can click on either one of these and it's going to take me to the inbox where I hand in my work. And once again, you see this ugly white screen here that makes it seem as though nothing's happening in the computer system when in fact it actually has. So don't let it trick you. Make sure you scroll up, then you'll see the instructions. This area here is where the work gets handed in. It's called the Dropbox, and it's basically like an inbox on any teacher's desk. When you're done with a piece of work, you hand it in, and you do it by uploading a file. One thing I should note is when you're doing this work in a computer system, we also have this little feature here, these binocular guys, this little icon. What this means is we're using something called turnitin.com to check whatever writing you're handing in against all existing writing that's out there on the internet or that's been handed in within this class to make sure it's original, you've written it, and it's not taken from some other site. Aside from that, the only other thing you need to do, read the instructions, make sure you know you're in the right space and that you've done everything you need to do, and then when you're ready, you simply click Add a File. And if you look here, it gives you the option of taking it from my computer. So that's where I want to find my file. So I say, okay, I'm going to upload a file. I click there. And then I need to find the file on my computer. So I'll just pick any random file that comes up here. Bing, we'll take this guy here. That's my assignment. I'm going to hand it in. Bing. And I know it's worked when I see it pop up there, again with that blue hyperlink underneath it. Now, the one thing that caught me off guard, I hit this button again thinking that would load this into the system. That doesn't work. You have to go all the way down here and you have to click the Add button to make sure it gets in. Once you've done that, you look at your screen, you see in the Dropbox, it's listing that file, and it's got this blank space for comments. This is typically a good thing to try with any teacher you're dealing with. Leaving a little bit of a message that introduces you, says, you know, hi, if I were at college or university, I'd say Professor blank. Please find attached my, and what are we doing? Let's say summary. My summary. Now, I've intentionally spelled something wrong there because this is important. This is communication that's going between you and someone who's marking you. Even if they aren't specifically marking for spelling and grammar, things like that, seeing sloppy email messages sometimes makes people spend a little more time wondering about the quality of the writing that's come through. So I always use this little function right here, the check spelling thing, that little check mark with the ABC at the bottom. I run that over every message I have before I send it. If you see right here, it's saying, wait, you spelled assignment wrong, and I just simply click Replace. Now that I know my message is good, and I can see that I've added that file, I simply hit Submit, and this screen here tells me that my work is done. It's been actually handed into the system. That's all you need to know about handing in work in the e-learning courses.